we make sure that we find ourselves dedicated. It is going to take dedication in these last days, these days to come, these trying times, these turbulent times. It's going to take unadulterated dedication. So I want to start off with just giving you a little background for those that have not partook of Hanukkah. This may be your first Hanukkah. Let me see the hands of those who this is their first Hanukkah. Okay, come on, let's put our hands together, man. We got two brothers that hit there for their first feast of dedication. This is a beautiful thing for us to be walking in the newness of life and what the Most High has for us. This feast was so important that Hamashiach Yahushua himself saw himself walking in the temple in the book of John 10 and 22 on this feast. This was an ordinance that was established by man, which the Levitical priesthood, the Levites, and that shows you his dedication even to his brothers, his acknowledgement of his brothers. And this is what we need to, we're supposed to think more highly of ourselves, than the other. We're supposed to uplift one another. We're supposed to be strengthening one another. The scripture tells us if somebody's taken in a fault, the one that's stronger, I'm loosely paraphrasing, he's to lift that brother up. And so we see that even Yahushua himself epitomized those characteristics, but this lets you know that this Feast of Dedication separated us from every nation on planet Earth. This is our feast alone with all the other feasts that were given to the nation of Israel. But this shows you that even what man established, Yahushua acknowledged. And that's heavy, because he's fulfilling even the commandments to love the Most High with all your heart, mind, and soul, and to love your brother, which they have neighbor, but that word is brother, as yourself. So our sorrows is his sorrows. Our pain is his pain. And even that of the temple, and I know Captain Ryan was going into it in terms of us being the temple. And so he empathized with his brothers concerning even the destruction of the temple and how important that his father's temple be erected, right? So we need to have that same dedication. I want you to give me the definition of dedication, but we need to have the same dedication to the Most High and to one another, right? We have to make sure that we're doing that. How can you say you love the Most High and you don't love your brother whom you see every day? You're afraid to rebuke him. You got once again, you got men plizars going around. You got people doing it for the vine, if that's still going on. People still doing it for the vine. They're doing it for everybody else except Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Their commitment level, their dedication is to everything else except to the Most High and to their brother. They got commitment for everything else, but except for the Most High and their sister. You see what I'm saying? We have to come up on another level, and that's what dedication is all about. The Maccabees did what they were supposed to do. That was their example. How does it, or what they did, manifest today in our life? And we're going to take a look at that. So bring out that definition.
Khan, this is the definition of dedication. It says the quality of being dedicated or committed to a task or purpose.
Of being dedicated or committed to a task or purpose. Well, that's what they did. So I want to give a brief overview, but once again, ask yourself, am I dedicated or committed to a purpose more than I am to a person? Am I more dedicated to the purpose of the Most High than I am to myself or my own needs? The wonderful thing about this is if you're more dedicated to the Most High, all your needs will be met. Doesn't he say, seek the kingdom and his righteousness first, and then all these things will be added unto you? Bring it up.
God, this is the biblical definition. It's Hanukkah, right? Consecration. That is the word consecration. Let's see, dedication. Dedicating the altar or temple, but ultimately it's consecration or dedicating.
Anything consecrated or dedicated is synonymous with a sacrifice. That's why he read that Romans 12. And you being a living sacrifice, it is synonymous with a sacrifice. So let me give, for those who may not be familiar with the Maccabean occurrence, I'm going to go into just a little brief background of it, and even the word Hanukkah. So the word Hanukkah, loosely translated, is dedication. All right, and it occurs in such passages as Numbers 7. This is where you're going to first see it, 10 through 11, and you're going to see it in Psalms 30. It's also in Nehemiah 12 and 27. But as it relates to the festival and the ordinance, the name is first mentioned in 1 Maccabees 4:59. So if somebody could grab that real quick. And this is the theme of Israel all throughout the scriptures. This is the narrative. The narrative is to be committed to the Most High. When he brought us out of Egypt, and he gave us those laws, statutes, and commandments, we were committing to him when by him giving us the instructions, we were there to acknowledge him and say, all that he said we will do. That was our commitment. That's synonymous with making a vow, right? Read.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4 and verse 59. It says, moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
So with mirth and gladness, and what's so significant about this is they ordained that it be kept, and Yahushua acknowledged that dedication. It was their dedication that had him dedicated. Do you see that? Do you see the relevancy? Because we remember, without faith, it's impossible to please him. Remember what we were talking about recently. Yahushua marveled at the people's unbelief, and he couldn't do any mighty works. Without your dedication, he won't show up. The Maccabees were dedicated, and who showed up? The Hebrew boys were dedicated, and who showed up? We never seen the righteous forsaken. So your dedication has to be to righteousness. So when we look at this name, it's associated with commitment. In its complete form, the dedication of the altar, that's what Hanukkah really is in its complete form. Being dedicated, the altar being dedicated. There was Greek rule. We were under Greek garrison. We see, as even today in this Roman Greco society, the same things going on, nothing new under the sun. They were bringing us under constraints to submit to them and their government. So this whole time was a rebellion that took place, an uprising against a government that was opposed to the Most High's government. And these men were adamant about not allowing that to happen. So, and referred simply as the dedication when we see in the book of John 10:22. Hanukkah, once again, is an 8-day festival whose celebration begins, as it was just mentioned, on the 25th day of Kislev, and which was patterned after the Tabernacles festival of the harvest season. So this is synonymous with harvest. The 8 days deal with the harvest season. Everything is symbolic. Everything about the temple, all the intricate details of how the temple its construction, it has symbolism. I always say, in practicality, when you study these scriptures, we need to find the practical applications to our lives. It's not enough for you just to read, to be able to recite. It's not enough. You have to find the practical applications. What do I need to be doing with what I'm reading? You see what I'm saying? How do I find myself Tabernacles festival of the harvest season, as is indicated by statements in 2 Maccabees, of course, 1 and 9, 2 Maccabees 2 and 1, and 2 Maccabees 10, 6 through 8. And for those that are studying, because I don't want to be too lengthy, go ahead and research these things, especially for those of you who don't know. Go to those scriptures. I'm going to say it again. 2 Maccabees 1 and 9 and verse 18, 2 Maccabees 2 and 1, 2 Maccabees 10, 6 through 8. I would recommend that you read all of the books of Maccabees to get a complete understanding. So Hanukkah celebrates the rededication of the Second Temple of Jerusalem in 164 BCE, approximately, by the victorious Maccabees, members of the priestly Hasmoneans of Modin. After its defilement by Seleucid ruler Antiochus IV Epiphanes, acting with the collaboration of Hellenizing Jews. And we find ourselves in that same way today. Our people want to fraternize with the enemy. That's why I love this. This is one of my favorite times, because all of the feast days are synonymous with separation. But if Yahweh Shah was for everybody, this right here gets you. He wouldn't be celebrating this feast. There's no way you could associate Yahweh Shah with everybody if he's celebrating a feast day that is celebrated with the downfall of our enemy, with the opposing of a government. So he can't be for everybody. He would never say things like, God bless America. There would never be anything like, can we all get along? There would never be anything like integration. You couldn't celebrate the Feast of Dedication and associate it with integration. And that's why they don't want us to know these things, and that these are our feasts, that these are our set apart days. How dare we not commit ourselves to them? How dare we not commit? By you not committing yourself to these days, you commit yourself by default to adultery. You commit yourself to things that Israel always did, of worshiping false powers, all right? Whoremongering amongst our people. Because in Jeremiah 10 tells us not to learn the ways of the heathen. So by default, by your oppressor, that's only what he would teach you. So it's very important. Look how many people of our nation will celebrate Christmas and not the Feast of Dedication. Hebrew Israelites. Won't even question. The Most High's chosen people, still under the garrison of Antiochus. You see what I'm saying? So here, Antiochus IV Epiphanes, acting with the collaboration of Hellenizing Jews. It is the practice to, what some would say, to kindle lights. We know we established that as well. Don't get it twisted. A lot of things that they say that the so-called Jews did, no, that's what we did establish. But I want us to understand that after the Roman destruction of Jerusalem and the Second Temple in 70 CE, when all sacrificial rites became imperative, major changes in observances affect virtually all biblical feasts. Yet all biblical feasts continue to be celebrated even to this day. And that's who we are in this. This shows that our commitment to our power when we keep these days. The Sabbath every single day. And this is a day that man established. This is showing you that Yahweh Shah is not forsaking the law from the simple fact he's not forsaking the priesthood. He's acknowledged the priest. The same way when the priest with the leprosy, who did he say go see? Go see the priest. Make sure he's the one that still has to determine that you're clean. So none of this is going anywhere. And it's up to us to be committed to it. So give me Psalms 37 and 5, and we're going to look at our responsibility in this. We know the Maccabees were victorious. They were able to cleanse the temple. They were able to thwart the enemy and bring righteousness back to Yasha'Allah. Whoever has it.
This is Psalm 37:5. Commit thy way unto the Most High.
Do what?
Commit thy way unto the Most High.
So right here, this is showing you what dedication is. And it's and it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take you giving up something. It's not going to be associated with anything easy. And a lot of times we're looking for easy. It wasn't easy for Judas Maccabees to come up against almost everybody. And when you look at the power and the infrastructure of that government, they had way more power. Their army was larger. And then even the majority of the people had sided with the heathen. So look how great the opposition. Like the scripture said, you haven't resisted unto bloodshed yet. Our people were dying. And look how many of our people are weak. Got a weak nature, man. Even today, we're not dedicated. And if you're not dedicated, the Most High is going to count you as dross. And we're going to look at that word dross. You don't want to be found as dross. Israel was found as dross many times over. And that's why we've been in this condition for too long. But now it's time to come out. It's time to not be good for nothing. Who's tired of being good for nothing? We want to serve his righteous cause and be committed to it. That's our only purpose here. If you ain't committed to it, then jump off the wagon, get off the wagon. You know, they say get off the wagon when it comes to drinking. No, get off the wagon. The wine you need to drink, you need to stay on this wagon. And it's the wine of righteousness. It's the wine of being committed. A lot of us are lukewarm. And what does the Most High say about that? He's going to spew you out. Read what you got.
God, it says, commit thy way unto the Lord.
Do it to who?
Commit thy way unto the Lord.
To your mama and them.
To the Lord.
To the auntie.
To the Lord.
To your boss, your job.
God, to the Lord.
To the Most High, man. That's how you have to, to your own self. Commit your ways to the Most High. Come on.
And he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
He shall give you the desires of your heart. What does Hellenistic societies teach? Do as thou wilt, and you can have whatever you want. Go ahead and get you a good education, and then be whatever you want to be. We tell our children, you can be whatever you want to be. No, you can't. Not in the government of the Most High. No, you can't. You can't be a homosexual. You can't be a lesbian. You can't be a whoremonger. You can't be a liar. You can't be an adulteress. You can't be a fornicator. You can't speak evil of your brother. You can't bear grudges. All these things that the law says. You can't break the Sabbath. This is what's going to bring us. And then what will he give you if you do these things?
All that thy desires.
All that thy desires. Man. That's all we got to do. But we lack the commitment. We lack the dedication. John 7:18 says this. He that speaketh of himself, that's this generation. This generation now, man, is a wicked and evil generation that seeketh a sign. We want something else. Show me something else. You know, get. Who are you that the Most High would show you anything when he's given you everything? He's showing you, look at the trees. Go in front of your window tonight when you leave here and go, and see that nice air you were able to breathe.
Right.
So you're still in the land of living, having an opportunity to get it right again, to be committed. So he says, commit your ways and what?
God, I'm going to read it over. This is verse 5. Commit thy way unto the Most High. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
He'll bring it to pass. That's what the Maccabees, they were more concerned with the Most High, and every person in these scriptures, when you go to Hebrews 11, I call it the Hall of Fame of Faith. Everybody that had faith and was successful was more committed to the Most High's ways than anything else. Let us examine ourselves on tonight to see if we have that intestinal fortitude. Are we about that life? Are you really about that life? Because again, John 7:18 says, he that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory. But he that seeketh the glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. Well, you can't do wrong. You get to a place where you can't do wrong, where wrongdoing offends you, where you got the spirit of Phinehas. I wish a Hebrew would. I'd take a javelin and throw it through both of y'all. That's the commitment. And because you're offended at somebody disrespecting your father. Bring it up.
Con, this is 1 John 3:9. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin.
Come on.
For his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of God.
You know what that born is? You born, when you're born again, when your rebirth, so to speak, you're born into a commitment. Just like a baby is committed to whoever's taking care of them. That's how we should be, especially when we have the wherewithal. Even a baby knows who the mother is and will cry if the mother's not there. Will cry if you put it in somebody else's hand for too long. They don't know that it's a stranger to me. I'm nurtured right here. I'm committed right here. And they'll know it. They'll cry out. They'll make some noise. We don't even cry. A lot of us, I'm not saying the same, but a lot of us don't. Let's be honest with ourselves. We don't have that level of commitment. We don't have natural affection towards the Most High. I promise I'm going to get through this verse. It says here, again, he that speaketh of himself, and I've said it, but I'm going to say it again, seeketh his own glory, where we want to be recognized. You ever been around somebody and all they talk about is themselves? They find a way to bring themselves right back in the conversation. I said, man, I thought there was something. And then there you go again. And they never wrong, never did anything wrong. All the pictures in the picture book, it's them. You ain't got nobody, it's nobody else. All the pictures on your phone, you flip, it's you. I always do this. Man, you ain't seen yourself before.
Every day.
Every day. You don't have a mirror? Come on, man. We gotta get out of this spirit. And this is what this society is teaching us, not to be to the things that are committed that bring forth fruit. All this is vanity. All right? So read the next verse.
Come, Psalm 37:6. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light.
He's going to bring forth. So what do you have to do? Beloved, we have to sow righteousness and be committed to sowing righteousness so he can bring forth our righteousness. And guess what people should see before you? Your works. They should see your righteousness, right? If you're going to show something, show what you've done. You see what I'm saying? Show what you've done. And you don't need to be seen to do that. A lot of people, we live in a generation where people are more committed to what they see, and it has nothing to do with what's been done. You don't know these people you watch on social media, and you only listen to what they tell you. That's superficial. Anybody can tell you anything. But we have to labor amongst one another to know who we are, right? But man, we know you though. Right. We know you. I don't care what people say. And we need to know ourselves and stop caring what people say. Like what they say is going to change. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take dedication. That's right. Give me Proverbs 16:3. I'm not going to be much longer. That's right. Elder said discipline. That's what commitment, all these things are synonymous with dedication and sacrifice. Go ahead.
Con, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 3. Commit thy works unto the Most High, and thy thoughts shall be established.
Your thoughts, even us that are struggling with day-to-day thoughts, what should I do, and confusion, because these things come. This is part of life. But if you commit, if you dedicate yourself, read that apart again.
It says, commit thy works unto the Lord.
To your works, to what you do. It has to be based on what he wants. It's too much trying to negotiate. And the commandments are not negotiable. Stop trying to negotiate with the Most High. You can never be an attorney that's going to win that argument against him. You'll never win it. He is the judge, juror, and executioner. And what he says, it stands. And we have to be resolved with that, man. I either do or do not. I'm not trying to rationalize, because all I'm going to do is hurt myself and those around me. Because I'm not committed. Who wants an uncommitted husband? Raise your hand, the women in here. Who wants a man that ain't committed to you? Who wants a wife that's not committed to you? Oh, nobody wants nobody like that. Who wants a servant that's not committed? Many of us are that servant. And you think the Most High wants you? He don't want you. I'm here to tell you, he don't want you. You look nice in the selfie. He don't want you. He gonna scroll past you. All right, read what you got.
Let me get verse 2. So like it, Proverbs 16:2 says, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
Come on.
But the Most High, Yahweh, weigheth the spirits.
That's right. Are you willing to, and this is what we're charged with tonight, to be dedicated. Are you willing to present your members as a servant unto righteousness? Give me Romans 6:19. I said I'm not gonna. Somebody grab me Romans 7:23.
Romans chapter 6, verse 19.
It's enough of us reading these stories and be like, wow, well, let's eat and drink. No, you need to jump up in this book. We don't need to see you in Facebook. We don't need you to see in none of the other books except this book. Your name need to be written in the Lamb's book of life. That's the book you want to be in. The hell with Facebook. Facebook gonna be is gonna be shut down. Ain't gonna be no faces, right? Come on.
Romans 6:19. I speak after the manner of men, because of the infirmity of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness.
That's what we used to do. You were servants, meaning you were committed. That's why in that word, when you see the commandments, it talks about commit adultery, commit fornication, because these are the things we were committed. Now we have to rededicate. When you come into this truth, you rededicate your temple to being committed to righteousness. Because we already committed to wickedness. You already committed to that. The same energy, that's what they say now, right? The same energy you had with wickedness and evil, you need to have that same energy with righteousness. Come on.
It says, I speak after the manner of men because of the infirmity of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness.
You yielded. Meaning you allowed it. You yielded. And many of those times we knew it was wrong, but we did it anyway. Right. We yielded to it. Just like many of the wicked Israelites that yielded to the king's command. They wanted to follow the ways of the customs of the heathen. And they didn't want to circumcise. They listened to it. We're not going to circumcise our children anymore. We're going to eat unclean meats. We're going to celebrate festivals to Bacchus and those things. We yielded like our brothers and sisters do today, even when we try to tell them the truth. Well, it's family time. You about to get your whole family in a mess. Yeah, they drive by and they shoot everybody, don't they? Everybody was in the house. What do you think the Most High gonna do? Come on.
And to iniquity unto iniquity. Even so now yield your members servants to righteousness unto holiness.
You see that? So that's the commitment level. That same intensity we had when we win the world. Now we have to be in the kingdom. All right?
Read on.
No, that's it. Give me who had Romans 7:23? Start 22, come.
The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 22. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind.
Know that that's a war. That's what the Maccabees saw this as war. Somebody opposed. There was an opposing threat to the Most High's government. And like, I'm committed to this. We're not having this. Right. We got to have that same intensity when we even see that in our body. That's like somebody defiling the temple. You got to see somebody putting swine's flesh on you. That's that spirit that's trying to raise up. Read on.
Warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members.
That's what the Hellenistic government was trying to do to us. Come on.
O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
Knowing that you're unclean, but the Most High has given us what's necessary to cleanse ourselves. What he's saying in Ephesians? By the washing of the water by the word. Read on.
I thank Yahweh through Yahweh Shai our Lord. So then with the mind I myself serve the law of God.
Do you see that? That's the mind you have to have in you, but that's the mind you have to be committed to. It's there, but are you committed to it? Are you dedicated to it? Are you a living sacrifice? Read.
But with the flesh, the law of sin.
The law of sin. So knowing the difference and being angry, that's why it's so serious. The scripture says, crucify the flesh daily. A lot of us take that lightly. You gotta kill the flesh. And it's gonna take commitment to do that. If you lukewarm, you're gonna let that flesh rise. You ain't running from nothing. You ain't turning your eyes from nothing. You ain't doing none of that. You're not. You're gonna give into it. You're gonna do what you did before. You're gonna yield your members. So now we have to do the opposite. And then I think the intensity, what's the scientific term? The inertia. We have to get stronger in our indignation. Does that make sense? We got to get stronger in our indignation so that we will be resolved to the end. He who endures to the end. You got to be ready. You're in for a fight. The fight of your life, literally. This is the fight of your life. And we have to see it with that intensity. All right. I'm going to get a couple more. Give me Proverbs 16 and 12. Proverbs 16 and 12.
Come, Proverbs chapter 16, verse number 12. It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness.
Ooh.
That's it.
Ooh, you see the intensity? It's an abomination. It's a false balance. It's wicked, but we kings, right? Let me see the hands of all the brothers that say, I'm a king. I'm a king in this. I'm a king. King. Shalom, king. King wants your woman to call you king. Man, you wicked as hell. They ain't call you king. Read that part again. Why they calling you king? King for what? King, yeah, you're the king of unrighteousness. The king of wickedness. The ice king. You every other king except the burger. So like, I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, the hamburger king. Go ahead.
It says, so like in verse 11 says, a just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. So that's like you were saying, the Most High is a just guy. He weighs that balance perfectly.
Right.
Verse 12 says, and it is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness.
It's an abomination. Remember, we talked about the false balance. That's a false balance. As a king, you got to be balanced. As the king of your household, you got to be balanced. And we should abhor unrighteousness. Right? Give me 1 Peter 4:19, and then I'm going to let Elder come in say a couple of times.
1 Peter?
1 Peter 4:19. Well, let me get one more to that. Okay.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing.
You see that? And that's the hardest part for many. When things get tough, when that woe is me spirit fall on you, right, that's when you start to lose your grip. But we have to keep that. We have to guard that. Read that part again.
1 Peter 4:19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as unto a faithful creator.
As unto a faith, because he's faithful. There's nothing that shall stop us. Maybe some of y'all are too young for this song. I know Elder remember. I think he was one of the originators that wrote it with Ain't No Stopping Us Now. We on the move. Then you co-write that with Big Fat and Whitehead, I tell you. But yeah, ain't no stopping us. We should be the people that when people see us, they say, these people are, man, they are so strong. They are the light. A light is something that illuminates every darkness, every dark situation. There's nothing that should overtake us or something that we can't find a resolve for as being committed to the Most High's ways. There's no way. So we got to bring it up to another level. Or we're going to, you got something?
Yeah, I just wanted to land me back on what you were saying. It's heavy because as y'all bear the name of the Most High, right, it's going to come temptation in life, right? Sisters, brothers, y'all know we get temptation all the time. Now, how you respond to it, can you stand 10 toes down? You get evangelized by that way. When all these things coming to you, right, temptations, and you find a way to stand firm in His word, you may also win a soul by how you respond to these temptations from other people. Just keep that in mind.
That's right. Give me Ezekiel 22:18 and read 18 and 19. And then I just want to encourage you with one more scripture.
Ezekiel 22:18?
And 19.
Come. This is Ezekiel 22 and 18. Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross.
Become dross. That word dross is really, look it up. It's really like good for nothing. You know, like the slime that come up on still water, the algae, you know, sludge, and just bring the definition up. The waste part.
5509. Sieg.
That's in the Hebrew.
It means a moving back or away. Dross, usually of silver. It's in the sense of refuse, which is trash.
Trash. Trash. You trash. Read. That's how you know this is a book that's ours. That's who talks like us. Who talks like that? Only the Most High. That's how you know it's like, man, you trash. When we see somebody can't play basketball, it's like, man, you trash. Or you. That's us, man. Come on.
And it gets even worse.
Bring it out.
It says, in the sense of refuse or trash, it says scoria. Now, when you look up what scoria is, it's a dark, I'm going to read the definition, but it says scoria is a pyroclastic, highly vascular, dark-colored volcanic rock formed by ejection from a volcano. See, the volcano don't even want it.
Man, look at that.
As a molten blob and cooled in the air to form discrete grains called clasts.
Now notice that it's cooled in the air and it's probably warm, like lukewarm. And the volcano, hot or cold, it spewed you out. Dross, good for nothing, trash. Now read what you got.
God, it's funny you brought that out because when you go more into that word sieg, it goes into Sug 5472. Now here's the precept. Now the definition of that word, the root word that we just brought out for dross, is backslider.
Look at that. Look at that. And, oh, that's powerful. That's the spirit. It's showing you what is a backslider guilty of, or what does he lack? Commitment.
Right.
Dedication, which I like to call intestinal fortitude. That's, oh man, that's heavy. You don't want to be that dross. And many of us are like that. And Israel's been like that, always going backwards. You know what to do. Why are you going backwards? Read.
This is the word that they use in Proverbs 14:14. It says, the backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways.
Those are ways that are not committed to the Most High.
Right.
You can't make this up.
Can't make this up.
Oh, praise it. Read that, what I had you.
Okay, Ezekiel 22 and 18. Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross.
Has become what?
Dross.
It's become trash, man. Because you're going backwards. Read on.
All they are brass and tin and iron and lead. In the midst of the furnace, they are even the dross of silver.
Come on.
Therefore, thus saith the Most High Power, because ye all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you in the midst of Jerusalem.
That's judgment starting in the house of the Most High first. 1 Peter 4. Come on.
Come, verse 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
A lot of people about to get melted, man. Most High about to melt a lot of people, man. Because me and Elder always talk about how you gonna put your hand to the plow and let go. Most High gonna melt you. We too afraid. You know, Elder's a little older than me, but we still going. We still going. Now we about to save me for a couple months, but we still going. We still going. And we have to continue. We don't even count it. I know he does. I know I don't. I don't count that I've comprehended it. I still have to go. You have no choice. What you gonna do? We can't become dross, man, or the Most High gonna melt us. So this is gonna be my last scripture, Deuteronomy 11:8. And this is to encourage you. You know, the Most High is gonna hear us. All we have to do is dedicate the temple, man. Dedicate your temple, man. The Most High is going to hear you. Remember what he promised to, it was Solomon. And he said, whoever prayed, and Solomon had prayed this prayer, that whoever prayed to this temple in this direction that he would hear, how much more now when we become the temple? Now you get his attention. Oh, that's my dedicated temple over there. He's making us a little sanctuary. We're all little sanctuaries in the midst of Israel. That's the greater works where his temple is multiplied in the earth. That's why we don't have just one now. And the Most High is going to gather his temple. We're going to be one. We're going to come back.
This is so to land me back to what you're saying, Ezekiel 11:16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, which is what we are.
That's right.
We are casted off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, we're scattered among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Look at that. And now we are that temple of that living power in the Most High, and we dwelleth in him. We already know what happens to the man that defiles the temple. The Most High will destroy it. So we have to make sure that we're not doing that. So give me Deuteronomy 11:8, and then I'm going to yield there.
Deuteronomy 11:8. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong.
That you what?
That ye may be strong.
This is, brothers and sisters, if you want to be strong, this is the only remedy. We have to be strong in these times because the enemy is not weak. Your adversary is not weak. Your circumstance, some of y'all going through something now, it's coming strong. It's presented itself. It's evident. You're going to have to be strong. Read.
And go in and possess the land.
Woo! You're going to take it, man. You're going to be strong. Take it. Just like the Maccabees did. They took it back. Read.
Whether you go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which Yahweh sware unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed, a land that floweth with milk and honey.
We're doing this even for our children. We hear the babies and hear the little ones. We're doing it for the next generation if this world continues that long. So you have to be committed in the same way that you're committed to your children, committed to your family. You have to first commit to the Most High. So let's be dedicated on the Feast of Dedication. Kwam Yashala! Kwam Yashala! Kwam Yashala!
Hey, everybody give it up for Priest Yakinan. I know I learned something. That was good. That was good. All praise to Yahweh Yahushua. I just got two. I'm not going to hold y'all long because Satan was rolling thick out there. I'm telling you, Satan was rolling thick. I ain't never seen that much traffic in my life coming from where I was coming from. I was coming to get y'all that turkey barbecue, so I don't want to see none left. Okay, somebody give me Sirach in the Apocrypha 35:3. Somebody give me 2 Ezra 14:17. Satan is rolling thick, just like the priest was saying. You got to be circumspect, and you got to look at yourself more or less, and you got to look at yourself. And always when you look at yourself, when you get up in the morning, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, always kind of ask yourself, what am I doing wrong, or what am I doing, against the Most High? That's what I do every morning when I get up in the morning. I say, damn, what am I doing wrong, or what have I done wrong, or what can I do better?
That's right.
Okay, that's the mind that you got. Yeah, that's right. That's the mind that we got to have in these last days. Because listen, Satan is not a terror for what? For good works, man. Satan only what? Satan only bothers you when you're doing something wicked, and what he does, he magnifies that. If you look, let me say this: if you got an evil thought in your head, okay, and you sitting there and you ponder, because look, righteousness don't take long, okay. Saying something right doesn't take long at all. Hey, you want a cigarette? No. Hey, you want some sweet? No. Hey, there's a horn? No. Okay, but when you start pondering on it, you say, well, and maybe that's when Satan has an outlet to creep right up in there, man. You done gave Satan a doorway. Now to creep right up in there and magnify them thoughts, magnify them old evil thoughts that you got. No, don't take that long, Joshua. That's a simple answer right there. No. All right, no, I don't want to do it. No, that's how you get away from Satan. And the Most High is pleased with that. Somebody give me Sirach 35 and start at 3, King Ryan. I know you got it.
Sirach 35:3. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord.
The Most High said to depart from wickedness is a pleasing thing to him. He ain't pleasing priest or myself. All right, or Brother Shalak. Okay, it's a pleasing thing to who, King Ryan?
To the Lord.
To the Most High. Who do you think you're doing this for, man? All right, we're a family and we're together, okay, in unison, so we work together and we love one another, okay, but you're not doing this personally. It's like it's a personal thing that you're doing this for me. You ain't doing this for me, brother, okay? When you go and shun wickedness, it's a pleasing, just know that the Most High is looking at you and he's smiling at that, man. Okay, I can't see you at all times of what you're doing. Priest can't see it. King Ryan can't see it. So who's looking at it? Read it again, King Ryan.
It says to depart from wickedness.
That's right. When you depart from wickedness and evil, okay, and ain't no brother around, ain't nobody around to witness it. You just said no somehow, some way. Somebody that did something to you and offered you something. You got a problem turning left and right. When you just say no, it's pleasing to who?
To the Lord.
It's pleasing to him, man. We ain't got to be around looking at nothing. We ain't got to be around looking at nothing. Just know that the Most High eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. He see you, what you're doing. You could be in the dark, okay? You could go in a cave if you want to, okay? The Most High still sees what you're doing, man, all right? Just because we don't see it, the Most High says he see it, and it's pleasing to him. Go ahead, Brian.
And to forsake unrighteousness.
Ooh, the Most High said to forsake unrighteousness. Get out of here. I had a cousin just now to go pick up the chopped barbecue, man. We had a good conversation, and he hit me with the Merry Christmas. I said, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. All right, we're just having a good conversation. Then he gave me the turkey barbecue. He said that was some of the best he made. And he gonna hit me with the Merry Christmas. I love you. I said, come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. I said, I haven't did that in 35 years, man. And you know it. Okay, that's Satan. What to make him say that? He knows he's one of the people that know. Okay, and he hit me with it, Zion Kabar. Merry Christmas, I love you. That's Satan. That's Satan right there. One of you to cut, Shapar. Okay, all right. So the Most High said, read it, and to forsake on what, King Ryan?
Unrighteousness.
The Most High said you got to forsake unrighteousness, like priest was bringing out. You got to forsake that. Get away from me, righteous. Get out of here. Even you got to run. Even you got to run, man. Just turn around all the way and just run, man. Get the hell out of here. Most High said to forsake unrighteousness is a what?
Is a propitiation.
And propitiation, when you look that word up, it means like a sacrifice. It's satisfying to the Most High. When you forsake unrighteousness, the Most High looks at that almost as a sacrifice. That's how you get blessed, man. When you shun unrighteousness, that's why the acceptance, right? When you shun unrighteousness and ain't nobody around, that's your perfect time to do evil in the eyesight of nobody looking around. Man ain't around. Okay, that's your perfect time to smoke that cigarette, all right? Or smoke that weed, man. or to mess with a woman that has a husband, man. That's your perfect time. Joshua ain't around. He ain't looking. Priest ain't around. Mahal ain't around. Shit, what's your number? Matter of fact, write it down 2 times. Okay? But the Most High see it. Okay? But if you would have shunned that, okay, if you'd have shunned it, the Most High said what? That's almost like a sacrifice, man. That's how heavy that is right there. When you forsake unrighteousness, man. That's how heavy that is right there, man. That's why a lot of us are still around today, man. Okay? Because why? Because you forsake a lot of unrighteousness. Okay? Because this is what it's all about. Even when we're around, or even when we're not, the Most High see it. Okay? Read 2nd Ezra, and this is gonna be it for me. 2nd Ezra 14 and 17.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
Yeah, we almost at the door. Whether or not a lot of us see it, or not, but we see it, but the world can't see it. The Most High said, for look what?
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
This is a weak place, man. This is a weak place, man. You can try to make it strong all you want to, man, by voting and being simple. Okay, not y'all in here. I'm talking to the public out there in general. This is a weak place. This place has gotten weaker. They don't even have the same metals. Everything is plastic now, man. 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, when Priest was born, 80 years ago, they had metals. You know I was going to get you back. They had the metals. That's right. You know I was going to get them back. They had metals. So we the same age. He's right, though. They had metals. Look, when you read the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, it talks about how the everything started from gold and now we're in the clay. We're in defeat now, man. This is the weakest part. Okay, and you can see that on a surface level. I mean, let's say something real simple. Look at R&B groups. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Before it used to be like 15 to 16 of them in one group. They were strong. Look at Earth, Wind, and Fire. How many was in Earth, Wind, and Fire? A lot. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, it was a lot of them. Okay, it's still a lot of them. Now everybody going solo. Now you see one singer. Okay. As far as I know, we all can add in here. 2 is better than 1. Okay. 16 is better than 1. It's more strength in numbers than it is when you solo. So I don't understand this place is getting weaker. The minds of people is getting weaker as well too. Everybody want to be independent, but don't you know that's a quick way, okay, of dissolving your spirit by you being there. What the hell are you gonna do by yourself, man? Right. You got everything in the world. You got billions of dollars, but you by your damn self can't share it with nobody, can't share it with your family, okay, can't share it with your loved ones. You in a damn cave in a $1 billion penthouse somewhere in Manhattan with billions of dollars just looking at the money. Even Floyd knows. Floyd goes right on video and share it with everybody. Okay? I am an idiot. Okay? How you gonna show the IRS you got $1 billion in your damn house, man? Yeah, and then like vanity. Okay, they wonder why they knock right on your damn door. Mr. Mayweather, we want to have a talk with you. Oh, they was speaking on the black man. See, it's a black man thing. Oh, you's a black fool. That's what you are, man. All right, who does that? Show $1 million watches just for the world to see. Okay, doing the IRS. All they doing is setting that man up, man. That's the only thing they do is setting him up, man. Don't tell nobody what you got, man. Okay, don't tell nobody what you got. That's a real man right there. Real people that got money, they're gonna sit back, they're gonna laugh, they're gonna smile. They're not gonna tell nobody nothing. Okay, their works. Their charity shows it all, man. Okay? You ain't got to show nobody what you got, man. Okay? Your works and righteousness will show and prove to you who you are. All right? Before them guys, man, the Most High said the world's become weaker. Go ahead, King Ryan.
For look how much the world shall become weaker through age.
It's a weak place, man. We at the end. Don't nobody get weak now, man. Okay? We at the door right now, man. I'm going to tell you, we at the door. This place is crazy. Go ahead, Mahal.
So much the more shall evils increase.
Ooh, Most High said, the further we get into this thing, he said, more evil. This is an ugly place, man. This place is filthy, man. You can't even look at TV, man, without seeing filth, okay, on TV. And that's exactly how Satan likes it, man. Satan thrives and he dwells and he wallows around in damn filth, man. That's how you like it. Your house, filthy, dirty. You can't think. You can't read the scriptures because your house is dirty, man. Everything is out of order. The Most High said he's not the author of what? Confusion. You go in a house where you got pants over here, you got stuff over there, you got stuff thrown around, you got dishes hiding in Mount Fuji. In your sink, you can't think, man. Clothes thrown all around, man. Your next door neighbor, they fighting, playing music mahal. Okay, you can't think. That's confusion. You can't think. Even arguing with someone, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can't think, man. How you thinking? You arguing about that? Nobody gets nothing across, man.
Sound like Brooklyn.
That sounds like Brooklyn. Right, right. The Marcy Project's the entire borough, right? Right, exactly right. It's just a bunch of confusion. You can't think. That's how Satan likes it, man. Satan likes that confusion, man. He likes for you to be confused. I don't know. Am I a Jew? Them brothers over there said, they not too sure. I'm thinking about joining the Muslims. What about the Jews? That's confusion. Satan loves that. He'll always build that up in your spirit, okay? Long as you don't come back to the way you're supposed to with these laws, statutes, commandments, and Most High, because this is where the strength is at right here. You teach your kids about this. You teach your wife about this right here. Watch how Satan gonna magnify himself in your household, man. Because he don't want that to happen. You think Satan want two Israelite couples to get together? Because he know that, wow, because no sooner we come together, he got to go. Why do you think the so-called white man been trying to hide this book from us for so long, man? Been teaching us everything but the book. The white man didn't teach us the Bible when they came over here. They just used this book to gain entrance to the North American Indians. We sheep. We let anybody in. Come on in. All right. The Puritans. Come on in here. Oh, you're come on in here. And the next thing you know, you got a knife right in your damn back, man. We still like that to this day. How the white man gonna teach us anything? We built this country up, man. We came off the slave ships, like I always say. We didn't go to college, Zion Gabar. We came off the slave ships. They didn't say, okay, we'll go over there, okay, to Richmond, Virginia University for 4 years, and then we're gonna enslave you. They didn't say that, man. They put us straight to work as fast as they can. Go over there, engineer that, go over there, build this right here. Where else the schools at? How the hell are you gonna teach us our own book? This book was written by Hebrews. How are you gonna teach it to us when it was written by us? This book was written by our forefathers. So how the white man gonna teach us our own book, man? Okay, that's another lie that they be throwing out there too. The white man taught us Christianity. No, the white man taught you integration. That's what he taught you, integration. Okay, that done destroys you. Moses himself, when he was in Egypt, didn't teach integration. He went to Pharaoh and said, let them get the hell up out of here. All right? How do people overlook that right there, priest? Moses was the most separatist person that you can read about, right? Every time he went to Pharaoh, look, just get them up out of here, man. We got to go. Let them go. We don't want to be here in Egypt. We want to get out of here, man. We the modern day Moses. Okay, we telling the people the same thing today. All right, we getting the hell up out of America. We getting the hell up out of Egypt. Okay, whether they like it or not, we the modern day Moses. Okay, the children of Israel are still here in captivity. Okay, up under the Pharaoh, old Joe Buttons. Okay, Biden. I'm sorry, Joe Buttons is a rapper, right? So that's a joke. Joe Buttons, right? The same thing, right? They both rapping, right? Okay, right. Finish it up, and I'm gonna get out of here.
So much the more shall evils increase.
Most I said, as time go on, more evil's going to increase. The reason why everybody losing their minds and why TV? You can't find a decent channel on TV to watch no more. So you forced now to look at stuff you don't even want to watch no more. I work at night. I don't want to look at Tamara Hall, man. She's Uncle Tom, man. All right, she's Uncle Tom. So I don't want to look at Tamara Hall. I'm forced to watch it, though, King Ryan. Okay, Tamara Hall. She talking about the same damn thing. Okay, she's the modern day Oprah. Okay, go ahead,
Evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
Yeah, and the evils are increasing. Satan fighting in these last days. He's throwing everything out. Satan fighting, man, to keep his kingdom. You think the white man want to lose his kingdom, man? He can go around and smoke cigars. Y'all still slaves. You think he want to lose his kingdom, man? $2,500 cigars. He smoked back and monitored the slaves, man. That's where the penthouses came from. Those just modern day plantations. He overlooking the damn slaves, man. That's all he doing, man. Penthouse. 50th floor. He overlooking all the damn slaves, man. That's where they came from, man. All right? And he's still doing it to this day. All right? Act fuck daddy. Go ahead.
For the truth is fled far away.
There you go, right there. The truth is fled far away, man. These last days. It's coming, Zeph. I see you looking. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And Most High said the truth is fled far away, man. All right? But we are blessed enough to know, okay, these scriptures in the Bible, this is what's going to hold us in these last days. You can play around with it if you want to. Right? The Most High coming, whether you're here, okay, you finish the job, or you don't finish the job. It's still going to happen. That's the scary part right there. I can get in my emotions and man, wait for y'all brothers, man. I'm out of here. I take my ball and go home a long time ago. You know, but that's my emotions. It's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. And in that day, that'll probably be the worst mistake I know that I've ever made in my life, man. All right? Leaving y'all brothers out there on the street to fend for yourselves, man. That's the worst thing you can do, man. We're a family in here. We soldiers, man. All right? We on the front line. The Most High only has a few men, okay, that's equipped mentally, okay, to do what we do. And you sisters also to put up with the brothers as well, too. You special as well, too. All women can't do what y'all do, okay, and put up with this and this, because a lot of women is just worldly. All right? Y'all girls know how these women are out there, man. You try to step them one. You don't celebrate Christmas. I ain't getting no Valentine's present. What kind of nigga are you? Uncle Bob laughing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you. That's it. They gone. They gone. So now you got a choice to make. It's DC brothers. So you got a choice to make. You got a choice to make now. You going to give heed to Satan or you going to honor the Most High? It's lonely, man. It's lonely, but it's well worth it. Go ahead, Maha.
And leasing is hard at hand.
Leasing is hard at hand, man. You know, we go out there, Dave, Moses, Noah, they taught for hundreds of years, man. Hundreds of years. All right, we know it's going to happen. If we leave, okay, the Most High going to have a hell of a behind whipping waiting for us, man. I'm going to tell you straight up, I ain't going nowhere. Most High willing, I ain't going nowhere. I'd rather be in a homeless shelter, man. Okay, next to a homeless person, man, before I leave out them doors, man. It's not going to be worth it, man. You know, Satan said, you leave out them doors, he said, your ladder ain't going to be 2 times as worse, man. 2 times worse. All right, and a lot of brothers, when y'all came in here, you know, some of you was blessed to come in here with your right minds. Some of you brothers is coming here, you know, the Most High cleaned your mind up. So you can imagine if you go back out there, what it's going to be for. You had demons on you when you came in. And you can imagine if you go back out there, what's going to happen. We didn't see it. Certain brothers are comedians now, okay, on the street, okay? And corny as hell, too. If you're going to be a good comedian, at least be a good one.
Damn.
Okay, I'm going to tell you straight, corny as hell. Out there, they done left the truth. Out there cracking jokes now on the street. Coins. That's why King Rhyme Levin. Coins. All right? I don't want that to happen to me. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I don't want that to happen to me. You know, and that's an example right there of what could happen, okay? And we've seen it with our own eyes, Captain Ryan. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens out there telling jokes now. Got Esau out there, get away from me. Get away from me. Here it is 1 minute, you was on the street, you was teaching, we kings. All praise to the Most, we greatest people. Now you out there cracking jokes, Joshua. You got the damn devil, the same devil you done called the devil. Okay, now you get away from me. Get away from me. Stop bothering me. That's an insult, man. That's a...
Out there doing the robot.
Out there doing the robot. Ain't that something, right? The electric boogie, right. All right, finish reading that, Mahal.
For now, hasten the vision to come.
Moses said, now we see it, hasten the vision to come. And the vision was written, okay, in the scriptures, okay, about what's going to happen. Okay, what we supposed to do as righteous men, all right, these last days, all right? That's it. That's my time right there. And don't nobody fall weak in these last days. That's what the spiritual connection, okay, is for, okay? We're not going to get weak. We're not going to get weak in these last days, okay? That's what the support system is all about amongst us. You can't get righteous advice from a wicked aunt or a wicked uncle or a wicked cousin, all right? I've been doing this for 35 years. The nerve of him when I leave. I love you, cuz. Merry Christmas. What's wrong with you, man? You know I don't do that. All praise to the Most High. That's my time. Shalom.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. And remember, this is a time of great mirth. Let's rejoice. Let's be excited about being dedicated. Elder spoke well in the spirit. We thank the Heavenly Father.